Stop allowing people and their horror stories of their home buying experience affect how you feel about buying a home in 2025. I am Tranett Brooks, and you just clicked on Car Conversations with a Realtor, and I am wanting to talk to those of you who are scared, you're on the fence, you feel like it's more trouble than it's worth to buy a home because you've listened to a coworker, you've listened to your cousin, you've listened to one of your friends, and they had a bad experience, and so you are now afraid to purchase a home. Yes, this video is for you. So I am getting ready to drive, so I'm not going to be looking in the camera. I just wanted to say hello at first, but listen, this is very, very serious. I've heard people say in the past that it's just too hard to buy a house, and I had a horrible experience and I wouldn't do it again and it wasn't worth it, and all of this that people say to discourage you from doing the very thing that they've done. Now, there are reasons. Yes, sometimes people do have horrible home buying experiences. That's unfortunate, but it is true. But that's not usually the case. Most people have great home buyer experiences. Most people have, I would say, maybe 8-9 times out of 10, the experience is pleasurable. It was a good, enjoyable experience for most home buyers. But let me tell you, I want to give you some reasons why people say that their experience is horrible. There's several reasons. So number one, a person may tell you that their experience was horrible because they are an unorganized individual. Now, if you don't have all your documents together, and every time the lender is asking you for something new, and you get mad and you get upset and you feel like they're picking on you, that's because you're not organized. In order to make the home buying process as smooth as possible, there are things that you must do. There is a huge part that you must play in the process. You need to know where your W-2s are. You need to be able to access your last 2 bank statements. And pay stubs. You need to have your password. There are people, I can't find my password to log on to get my bank statements. I can't get my pay stubs, or I don't know how to access those. I don't know what I did with my W-2. I just cashed my refund check and I don't know what I did with the paperwork. Then you're upset because they're asking you for these things. I can't find my social security card. I don't know where this is, that is. And so it frustrates you and you feel like the process is hard. But that is part of the process. Everyone has to produce documentation, required documentation, in order to be approved for the loan. That's just part of the initial steps. So go ahead and start gathering all of this important information. Get you a big brown envelope and then start putting your documents in the envelope. That way, when they're called on, you can easily access them. You can easily find them, or go ahead and scan them and upload them. That way, when the lender asks for them, you can easily shoot over that email. Lenders love organized buyers. Lenders love when buyers are proactive and they can get their hands on the information that they need in a timely manner. And that's another thing. Real estate is all about time. Time is of the essence on every deal. It usually only takes 30 days to close on a home, from the time that you write the contract until the time you get those keys in your hands. Everybody has a part to play, including you. So those people, be careful from listening to horror stories. Is that person organized? Did they have everything lined up? Were they prepared? Again, you need your social security card. You're going to need your driver's license. You're going to need the last 2 pay stubs. You're going to need 2 years of your last tax returns, your W-2s and tax returns. You need that. You're going to have to access your bank statements. You're going to need last 2 months of bank statements. These are things off top that you're going to need. If you get Social Security, you need that. If you get child support or alimony, you need those award letters. Just start gathering those documents. That way you have them. So that's number one. A person who complained about their home buying experience being horrible or awful, then they are likely people who were not organized. But let's say they were organized. Another thing that causes poor experiences with the home buying process is that they've hired the wrong people. If you hire the wrong realtor, if you hire the wrong loan officer, if you hire the wrong home inspector, then you do increase your chances of having a really bad home buying experience. So talk about the realtor. If you have bad chemistry with the realtor, if the realtor is lazy, if the realtor doesn't return your calls in a timely manner, if you have to send your realtor all the houses and they are not listening to you, or they don't send you any homes to consider, then maybe you've chosen the wrong realtor. Not all realtors are the same. Not all lenders are the same. Just like not all teachers or nurses or doctors are the same. You have to do your due diligence. You need to ask for referrals to hire the right team. Your team, your home buying team, can make or break your entire home buying process. It's the difference between being happy and fulfilled and having a good experience, and then just the opposite, having a horrible experience. Your realtor needs to be somebody you can vibe with, because you're going to be talking to that person at least for 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, however long your home buying journey may take. But you want somebody that you can vibe with, somebody that can answer your questions and not make you feel stupid or feel embarrassed or feel like you're getting on their nerves because you're asking another question. You don't want that. You want somebody that's going to take their time, somebody that's going to be patient and explain things to you, someone that is competent and knowledgeable about the areas that you want to buy in, somebody that's giving you homes to consider, not just you always having to send to them. Be careful who you hire. Bad realtors make bad experiences. And the same thing with the loan officer. Loan officers are very busy people. They are working on your file and likely 25, 35 more files on top of your file. So you're not going to get hand-holding and undivided attention from a loan officer. I just want to say that to you up front. It doesn't mean that they don't care. They just don't have the ability to process your loan and work with 30 other buyers at the same time. But you do want a loan officer that will respond to your questions, that will respond promptly at a decent time. It may take them 24 hours, but the next day you'll have an answer. That's a good loan officer. And just a tip, most loan officers will respond back to you quicker via email or text message. If you try to call them and wait for a return call, it's very tough to get a timely response. So just kind of keep that in mind when you start the process. Hitting them up on a text message or hitting them up on an email, you're going to get a faster response. But there are loan officers that don't offer all the products that they have available, or they only want to do products that they're comfortable with, loans that they're comfortable with, and you may be missing out on a great product because you have gone to a lender that is limited in what they can offer you. That can also cause you to have a bad experience. Not being knowledgeable, not knowing what they're doing can cause you to lose money. It can cause you a lot of distress. So choosing a right lender is very, very important. And again, here's another tip. If you hire the realtor first, then you increase your chances of being referred to a really good loan officer. Everyone who comes to me first to start the process, I always provide a good recommendation if they don't already have a lender. Now, you don't have to go with the lender that your realtor has chosen. However, you do increase the likelihood of being linked up with a great lender because that realtor already has a relationship with that lender. They already have established rapport. They know what programs that bank and that lender can offer to you. So you cut down a lot of the frustration on who to call because it's so many options. And that in itself can be scary because you don't want to make a mistake. You don't want to choose the wrong person. So asking your realtor for a referral for a lender is really the optimal way to handle it. That's my opinion. Because realtors, we take our relationships serious. I only have a handful of lenders that I partner with, and that's because I know they're going to do a really good job for my clients, and they're very responsive. If I have questions, then I know they're going to answer me because we have this rapport already established, and I know that I can count on them to take good care of my people. So that's another thing. Now, when you think about a horrible experience that somebody has had, it could be because they had a not so good home inspector, and that is very important. Now, while home inspections are optional, I highly recommend that you get one because you need the peace of mind of knowing the condition of the home that you're about to purchase. Don't skimp out on the home inspection. And if you choose somebody that's junky because you saving $50 or $75 on the home inspection, then you get what you pay for. If the home that you're about to purchase is at least 2,000 square feet and they can get it done in 1 hour, that's not a good home inspection. That's not thorough. It takes at least 3 hours to inspect a home that, let's say, is 2,000 square feet. So make sure you don't skip on the home inspector. You want somebody thorough. You want somebody reliable. And most importantly, you want somebody that's going to have integrity. Not just somebody to scan over the house and give you some report and they really don't know themselves how well they've done because they really haven't inspected the house. They really don't know the true condition. I've had buyers choose the less expensive inspector and then have headaches afterwards. And I can't choose for you as a realtor. I can only suggest. But if that's what you choose, then you get what you pay for. And I'm not saying that my buyers deserve that, but what I'm saying is not all inspectors are created equal. So you have to be careful. And on that note, the same thing with the realtor and the same thing with the loan officer. I know everybody knows a real estate agent now. Like everybody and their mama has a real estate license. Okay, so that's not, that's just where we are in 2025. There's a realtor on every corner. However, make sure you ask for referrals. And I know your cousin just got her real estate license and she expects for you to use her. I get it. Y'all got to see each other at Thanksgiving and Christmas, and you're going to feel bad if you don't work with her or him. But here is the truth. You are making a huge investment. You are making a large purchase, and you don't want somebody inexperienced to represent you. You can get burned or you can leave money on the table. And it's not that your cousin would do it on purpose. They just haven't had enough experience to represent you to the best of your have your best interests at heart. They may care, but they have just yet to learn a lot that they will learn in the future before becoming your agent. So just be careful. You don't have to have loyalty to someone who is not ready or someone who is inexperienced, because that can cost you money. Inexperience can cost money. So those are the things that make usually a person say that they had a horrible home buying experience. I wouldn't do it again, and it's just easier to rent. Don't listen to them. If you are organized, if you have all your paperwork together and you are prepared, then your experience is going to be smooth. I promise you. And then if you hire a great team of people, and really all you need to hire is a great realtor. If you start with a great realtor, he or she is going to take care of the rest. You don't have to worry about that because they already have a team of people. Now, what you do have to do is trust the people that you've hired. What you do have to do is follow their lead. They are not going to make the decisions for you. However, what recommendations they give, then you should take heed to that. You should consider highly the suggestions that they make. And I'm not saying that you have to 100% do everything they say, because that's not what I'm saying. But we are trained professionals, and we've done this so many times, so we know what you don't yet know. And that's why you're hiring us. That's why you're paying us to work for you and to serve your best interests. So again, stop listening to the naysayers. Stop listening to the haters. Stop listening to people who want to bring you down and sow seeds of doubt and confusion and fear about the home buying process. It's not hard. All you have to do is have a great team and have your stuff together, lined up, ready to send to the lender when they request it, and you're going to have a good, smooth transaction. So that's what I wanted to say. I appreciate you. I'm sorry. Driving is okay because I can look at the camera when I'm at stoplights, but I just want to encourage you to become a subscriber to my channel. My goal is to educate and empower soon-to-be home buyers, homeowners in 2025. I have done this for 17 years. I know what it takes to become a homeowner. I know it takes faith, it takes courage, it takes action, it takes you being proactive, it takes a mental mindset shift from renting to becoming a homeowner. And I just want to encourage you in all of those areas. You can do this, and I've seen so many people do it, and my heart is tender to those who have gotten to the age of 40 or older who have not yet purchased a home home because you think it's too late. It is not too late. You can still do this. It's never too late to start building wealth. And if you don't have the opportunity to take the full advantage of it, you can always pass this investment down to someone that you care about, someone that you love. So thank you so much for being a part of this channel. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for allowing me to pour into you as it relates to building you up for your home buying journey. I'm heading to a closing right now with a family of 5. They are so excited. They got a new construction home that was built and their faith was low. They didn't think that they could do it, but the seller is paying all their closing costs. They got great incentives, and they're able to make it happen. It's never too late. And this mother and father, they're in their 50s. So it's not too late. I'm so excited to be on this journey. Please subscribe. It's free. And I'm done talking, okay? Because I'm pulling up to my destination and you're probably ready to click off. All right, take care. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.